nice and cold. One thing that we appreciate being in this off-grid location is the water. And the water is so clean and clear. It comes right out of the mountain. It's pressurized from the gravity of the mountain where it's coming from. And it's run underground to all these campsites, and it's just pressure. In fact, there's so much pressure, 120 pounds pressure, we had to put a regulator on the water outlet outside. But it takes a bit to get it cold, so I like it nice and cold because it has to go through all the plumbing and lines. Oh, now we're getting it cold. Can't get enough water. So good, so clear. This is what I pack around all day. So in case you guys are wondering, it's not beer, it's not my favorite pina colada. It's water. Fresh water from up there, way up there, the mountain. I drink a lot of water, and that's one of the rare commodities, rare things that people don't have is fresh water. The good wife did laundry the other day. I think she did about 4 loads. Next day she did a couple. If it's hot out now, we have the extra panels. This is we built so we don't have to grab the panel anymore. We can just see there's a log there, eh? So these bigger tires work better. We're going to order these bigger tires for this one. This one doesn't roll that good, but we have them set up here. So we have to harvest the power. We have all these trees, so if you can see all the trees, that's why we're moving the panel several times a day. We move these panels. But you probably noticed a few things this week that we changed. The lot looks bigger. If you remember, we had the holiday trailer in there. We moved that over to the lot beside us. Management allowed us to use that lot. It's not rented out, so we set that up over here, and it has its own sewer and water, but we ran the water across to our regulator because we didn't want to. The water pressure out here is 120 pounds, so we didn't want to blow any lines, so we just ran the hose across. But yeah, there's lots of room now, so we can get our fence working, and we got the solar stuff out of the way. Oh, for all you solar enthusiasts out there, this is just a heavy duty extension cord, number 12 gauge. Rated for 300 volts. So this panel puts out maximum 13 amps. This is a 20 amp, good for 20 amps, 100 feet. There's going to be some voltage loss because I never went with the 10 gauge, number 10 gauge. 10 gauge solar wire. I have some here. This is the 10 gauge. It's expensive, copper. This in a copper 10 gauge, $1 a foot out here. So a 100-foot extension cord just seemed cheap. I cut the ends off and it works. We're making usually we get about 800 watts out of the 2 panels. Each panel's 500 and some watts, but there's smoke in the air. It's not the best day, but we're getting good power. Lots of amps. Makes a big difference running a wash machine. So now we put the big inverter in so that we can run the wash machine off grid. I think I got some videos on that. So we plug it right into the camper now, and I don't know if you can see here, but we put a bigger inverter in, 3000 watt Renogy. Now we have bigger cables ordered in, longer cables. That's why we have it just here, and it's going to go towards the end there. So I don't know how that video turned out, but that's the plan. And then we have the rest of our tarp coming in. It's a really nice heavy tarp. This one has the zippers, and we have tarping that's going to tarp in this whole deck. So that's supposed to be here today, tomorrow, whenever. And yeah, things are moving along. We have our insulation ready to go to finalize our outer part, but before we do that, we have leveling. Good wife cut some of the blocks so we can get the blocks under to level. And you notice the big logs are gone from the front. We'll play some video on that. The good neighbor came over and cut the log up, and the good wife has them all kind of stacked on the corners so that we got rid of the big logs here. It just opened up the whole place. So now we need to get a loader in, or a skid steer or something, and take all this gravel and get it all leveled out here. So still got some work to do. We have our platforms ready, and we're going to put a shed right in here. You'll probably see the shed come up next week. So there's always something on the go. You wonder, what we do when we're off grid. We're building a spot. We have the solar lights in now. Maybe next week we'll get the night camera out and see if we can get some shots, see what it looks like. But yeah, it's coming along. We got all our wood stacked, and it's this is life off grid. So that's what we do, RV life off grid. Power's the big thing. We're always making power, always harvesting power. And as you can see, the sun's out, but it's a little hazy. Not as bad as some of the days. But anyways, folks, we'll let the end to today's video, Sunday. We'll see you guys next week. Bye for now. Harvesting power is, we find, a continual job here, living in the woods and approaching fall now. We're into September. And as you can see, the sun pokes through the trees here. So we have a lot of shading, if you can see the shading of the trees on the ground. So we have to roll these around and find the optimum spot. So here we are. Look at the sun here. We're right on, almost square. It'll move this way, so I know it's going to move. And then over here, we were only making 300 and some watts. It was over here in the shade behind these trees. So I just moved this one over here. And as you can see, I'm getting full sun on it. It's going to go around. It's going to go around those trees and shade. I'll be moving it again. But we just keep watching it. So we go back and we look at how much power we're harvesting. When I came out, we were only harvesting 300 and some watts. We have 1100 watts of power there between the two panels. And my good wife is doing some vacuuming.
Right.
We have a cordless vacuum, so that's all solar powered too. It's all running off green energy. Okay, so here we have it. We are making 789 watts. Right there. You can see that. And we are making, this is just going to blow it up for us. There you go. We have our voltage coming in, our current, our batteries. We're making 57 amps. That's what I look at. So, and then I check the smart shunt here because I want to know how much current is going into my batteries. And here we have 32 amps of current going into our batteries. We're charging. State of charge is 53%. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and we're making 57 amps of power, close to 800 watts. And we're running a fridge, full-sized fridge. It's running right now. Electric fridge right now.
Starlink.
We're running Starlink. It can use a lot of power. It's our Starlink, and then we're doing laundry, and we run computers and stuff. So all off that solar, those two panels there, but you have to move them into the sun to really harvest the energy that you want. As you can see right out there, there's a lot of shading, and we just grabbed a few sunshine spots. Okay, we'll see you guys later. Lila's got to learn to relax a bit. How's your couch? How's your new couch? You like your new couch? Yeah. Lila's got a new couch here. Oh, you want a pet? Do you want a pet? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you want a tummy rub, eh? Yeah.
Top life.
Yeah, you're even smiling. She's smiling. See your smile? Yeah. Well, today we're doing laundry on solar. We're making 325 amps we're making. I'll probably move the panels. We got two panels now, and I can see that they're shaded over there. So I'll move them into the sun. But yeah, we're doing laundry here off solar. Can you see it? Okay, we'll see you later. For months we had a dilemma, these big logs out front. Some of them weighing well over 1,000 pounds. You know, they're just sitting here and taking up room in our driveway. And they're too heavy to move by hand, and they're awkward to tow with the truck. And where do you tow them? So we thought about different ways to shift them, but nothing seemed realistic. And then Shauna had a simple idea. Why not just cut them into manageable pieces and put them into use? So that's what we did. With Greig's saw and a little teamwork, those massive logs suddenly became something useful. Firewood and even leveling blocks for the RV. It's a good reminder sometimes the solution isn't to move the mountain, it's to break it down, piece by piece. When you live off grid, sometimes you don't start with blueprints or polished plans. You start with an idea. And that's all I had in my head was just an idea of what might work. So I grabbed a few 2x4s, I laid them down, added some cross supports, and pretty soon there it was, a solar platform taking shape. And I'll be honest, my carpentry is nothing to write home about. It's crude, but it works. And you can't buy this off the internet or pick it up from a supplier. This was built from nothing more than an idea put into practice. And like playing a violin, you don't always follow sheet music, you just feel it. You create something that wasn't there before. And this little stand it's our music. And together with our panels, it now helps us to produce, well, we're doing 800 watts. It's 1100 watt panels altogether. But it's enough to keep our off-grid life running strong. Even doing laundry.